It's not just opposition leaders in Canada who are asking Justin Trudeau to show evidence, but there are concerns and doubts also being raised by MPs within Trudeau's Liberal Party. And one of them is Chandra Arya.
I can't understand how glorification of terrorism or a hate crime targeting a religious group is allowed in the name of freedom of speech and expression.
We know that Chandra Arya, he's a Hindu politician. He is in Canada. And on 21st of September, he came up with the message that Hindus are not safe in Canada. And that made headlines. But it is not just that. Chandra Arya made several allegations on the government as well. And of course, about Trudeau, he made several comments. And there were allegations that his complaints were not taken seriously.
Two well-organized groups claiming to represent their faiths have been attacking Hindu-Canadian community leaders, Hindu organizations, and even me. For over 10 months, have been attacked for raising a flag with our Hindu religious sacred symbol Om on our Parliament Hill. I again call upon Hindu Canadians to stay calm but vigilant.
How the situation changed in Canada after his comment is very interesting. And Ketki, of course, you'll tell us more that what Trudeau government did just after the video went out.
In fact, what happened was initially it was Canada that issued a travel advisory for its citizens coming into India. India also followed up with a travel advisory of its own. India very specifically telling the diaspora there, be careful because of the circumstances and situations, even asking students to be careful. Now, initially, Canada had brushed off those travel advisories saying, this is a bit much. But it turned out that there was very good reason for Indians to be warned, particularly in those areas where there is a very clear Khalistan supporter base. And you also saw posters go up outside Gurudwaras where 3 Indian diplomats' faces were actually put up on the posters and they were called as most wanted.
But don't you think how the politics has changed in the world? The politics in India completely changes when something happens in Canada. And vice versa, what happens in Canada is completely changing the politics around the world and how people are reacting. So it is not just about what is happening in India and Canada, NIA and the terrorists, but it is also about the politics of Trudeau, of Mr. Narendra Modi, and of course, now US is also in. Elections are coming in everywhere. So if we have to talk about how it is all related, it's quite jumbled since Canada issue has, made headlines.
That's right. In fact, elections are there in Canada in 2025. Now, Trudeau's already in his 3rd term. But so far, there are indications that he could seek another re-election. But this time, it's not going to be easy because even to get to his 3rd term, he didn't get a full majority. He needed the support.
And the new survey where it showed that Trudeau is not the most favorite leader in one of the campaigns of LGBTQ, he was literally abused by the crowd. So Indians are, of course, they're in huge numbers. They have an impact. Punjabis, they have an impact. So everything will change in Canada for sure when the elections come in. And of course, the leaders, the Hindu leaders like Chandra Arya, they are going to get more prominence in Canada for sure. That's what we analyze.
That's right. In fact, we know that there are at least 800,000 Sikhs settled in Canada. So, the percentage-wise, you might say it's just about 2% of Canada's population. But there are 17 Sikh members of parliament in the Canadian parliament. And that's exactly why this small yet influential community can make quite the difference.
From breaking news, detailed analysis, in-depth interviews, and explainers, follow the Times of India. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like our videos and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest.